Man, I am crushed right now. I feel worse right now than I did after the World Series. I don't know why, but right now I'm just so devastated. First of all, apologies for the beard. And yes, I know I'm part of the jolly crew, but I'm in no way feeling jolly right now. As Juan Soto's a New York Met, and I was hoping against hope that something would happen, that he'd want to stay here, that Hal would somehow, you know, put in a huge offer, and he did. To be fair, $760 million for 16 years, but the Yankees were $5 million short. 765 from the Mets and 51 million a year as opposed to 47 million a year, I believe, from the Yankees. And Juan Soto is now going to be a New York Met for the rest of his career, we assume. For 15 years, he's going to be a Met. He's going to hit so many home runs there at Citi Field. He's going to become a fan favorite there. And God, if he wins a World Series there with the Mets, that is going to absolutely destroy me. Just thinking about that guy being on the Mets and winning a World Series, and the fact that I'm now more convinced that this team is right now. This team is not going back to the World Series, at least this year. Judge is nice, but there's still too many holes. Now we'll see. Now I got so many thoughts in my head here right now. First of all, we got to see what this team does. There's so many, different players out there. They're going to go after Cody Bellinger. They're going to try to get some more pitching. I don't know what their plans are, but now they have to do something. My hope now, we don't need him, not by any stretch. But you know what? Go get Pete Alonso. All right. I don't know if Pete Alonso's signed or not. If he is, then it makes his whole point mute. But if he's not, go out and sign him. Just to get something. Just to I right now, I just want to get him just so that Met fans feel some pain, because this hurts. Even though he was ours for only 1 year, what a glorious year he was. What a glorious year it was. So many big hits, especially the home run in the ALCS. The home run in the World Series. I believe it was game one or game two. He hit the big home run to give us the lead. And then everything went to hell after that. But what a great player to watch, just at least on offense. Fun, but a lot of energy. And look, I'm not going to be one of these Yankee. You're going to see Yankee fans F1 Soto. You're going to see some people burn his jersey. I'm not doing that. He was a great player for us. He did so much. It's all he owed us. He didn't owe us anything except the year that he gave us. And obviously he wanted to go to the highest bidder. We knew that. And I'm not going to blame anybody for going to the highest bidder. As I grow up now, I realize it was stupid of me to be 15 years old and be mad at Robinson Cano because of all the money that they offered him in Seattle. I don't blame him. And I'm not going to blame Juan Soto now. They gave him $5 million more, but they gave him more money, less years, more average a year, and he wanted to get that. Good for him. He's earned it. He deserves it. Now, him being the highest paid player in the history of baseball is crazy when he has never won an MVP. Now I'm going to start criticizing Soto just to try to make myself feel better. But, it is crazy to think that he's going to be the highest contract, most money in a contract in the history of sports. Baseball, basketball, soccer, football, doesn't matter. Biggest contract in the history of sports belongs to Juan Soto. That's wild to think about. But it's deserved, I guess, that was what the market dictated, and he and Scott Boras got it. So I'm not gonna criticize Soto. I get it. He wanted more money, and I don't know if he didn't. I don't know if he hated being a Yankee. I don't know if he didn't like Judge. I don't know, and we probably will never know. Maybe someday, in his book he'll talk about this. But the Mets were willing to offer more money, and they gave it to him. That's it. Case closed. And so I'm not gonna be mad at him. I'm not even gonna be mad at Hal. I mean, they offered him a lot of money, but it is crazy to think all that money, and they were still $5 million off. They were still $5 million and 1 year off. That's all it took. They were willing to go. That is, I guess, my personal nitpick. If you're willing to go to 760-16, what's $5 million and one less year? At that point, what's the difference? So I don't. That I'll have some questions about in that front. But 15 years, $765 million. Good for Juan Soto. Good for the Mets. And as far as the Yankees are concerned, again, this hurts me right now. As I said, this hurts worse than the World Series. Maybe because now I just feel like we're not going to get to a World Series anytime soon. I'm really nihilistic about this team. I don't think they're going to be able to fix all the holes that they have. I mean, this team is now just Aaron Judge and a couple other guys who are good. But there's no real superstars in that lineup, I feel like. Maybe Dominguez, another year. Maybe Volpe improves another year. But, I mean, Stanton is good in the postseason, but another year on that body is going to be able to go 162 games. It's just, I just look at this team right now, and I don't see this team right now winning the American League pennant next year. I look at other teams, and I look at Baltimore, you got to keep an eye on. I feel like eventually they're going to get past. They're going to stop choking. Houston, you can't forget about them. I just right now there's just other teams right now in the American League that I just feel like we're just too top heavy right now, and part of that top was gone with Soto, and so now it's just Judge. You're gonna ask Judge to carry this team again, and he can carry them, but I don't think he can carry them to a World Series all by himself. So the Yankees need something. I don't know what they're gonna do. We'll see, but this is just it's frustrating because you think about 2022 offseason, we get Judge. 2023 offseason, or we re-sign Judge. 2023 offseason, we trade for Soto. 2 great off seasons in a row for us, 2 huge moments. And now this offseason just feels like a huge L. But whatever happens, I just feel like we just took a huge L. And I'm sure some of you in the comments are going to say, Summit, that's ridiculous to pay him that much money. But look, he's a great player. He's a generational player. There's very few people like him. He's probably going to the Hall of Fame, the way his trajectory is going. Although part of me now is rooting for him to not get the Hall of Fame so I can feel better about this. But to lose a player like that, I know that he wasn't signed here, he was only traded here, but to have him for 1 year and then to lose him. And now he's going to go over to our arch rival over on the other side of town. I said it on Twitter. It's like you're dating this girl, and then you break up and she starts dating your roommate. That's what this is. You're going to have to let your roommate and your ex hang out and hook up and whatever. That's what we're going to have to watch with the Mets and Juan Soto. That's what this is going to be. We're going to watch him across town hit so many home runs, and this Mets team is going to be good. I mean, I don't think they're going to beat the Dodgers, but this Mets team is going to be good next year and for years to come. They got a great young nucleus. Cohen has done an excellent job. Can't blame him. But right now, all I can feel right now is just pain. All I feel is just pain and hurt and heartbreak. Thank you, Juan Soto, for that great year. I'll never forget the home run in the ALCS, a magical moment in my life, and for every Yankee fan watching. But that's all we were given. That's all we got is 1 year. And all I can think of right now, I can't play the clip, so I'll just sing it really badly, is the song She Goes by the Laws. You know, it goes, there she goes. Wow. I did not hit that. There she goes. There she goes again. It's all I can think about right now as I see Soto off to the Mets. I just can't contain this feeling. What are the lyrics? Somebody write them down. But that's all. That's great. Now I got to get the lyrics to that. But all I can think about right now is he's gone. Racing through my brain, and I just can't contain this feeling that remains. She goes. She is in Soto. Soto goes. There Soto goes again. I know it's a weird comparison to make, but that's just how I feel. It's just sad. He's gone, and I loved watching him play. He was such an excellent player for it, and such an enjoyable player to watch, and brought so much good energy to this team. But it's over now. It's gone, and now we got a lot of work to do. So, to Met fans, congratulations. You're gonna enjoy watching him. You're gonna love watching this guy play. As for Yankee fans, all we can do now is, it was fun while it lasted. But now all we can do is try to bounce back. Try to use that money that we were going to spend on Soto and use it to fix all those pieces. Fix the infield, get another starter, try to fix some, maybe get some better defense. So a lot of things we can do with that money now. Now that we don't have Soto, let's try to get a bunch of guys. It's Moneyball now. We don't have Soto. Now let's get a bunch of guys who can replace Soto, who can equal Soto. That's all you can do. So let's hope we do it. But boy, this hurts right now. This hurts so much. Just knowing that he's going to be on the Mets. All I asked was, I said, I wanted him to go to the Dodgers. I just did not want him to go to the Mets. Didn't want him to see him cross town. But there he's going to be on that Mets team for 15 years. I'm going to be 41 when that contract ends. Good effing God. I'm going to be 41 when that contract ends. I'll probably still be doing shows here. And yeah, I'll just be really sad and upset about the fact that we let him go. And I guess I can't blame Hal all that much. He gave him too much, but still wasn't enough. And so, yeah. I might be the only Yankee fan to say, Juan, thank you for the memories. You are truly wonderful. You were a special player to watch. And now, it's on to the next chapter. But now we got to find out what we do, because Judge isn't getting any younger. The window is closing. We've had a very limited time to win a title with this guy, even though he's got to show up in the postseason, but whatever. Got to figure out what we can do in this short period of time. We've got to step up. We cannot let this window close like this. We got to get some players. Let's hope that Brian and Hal can do that. But right now, this just hurts so much. So, and I'll say this. Where's the schedule? July 4th? Is that the first Yankee Met game? July 4th, I believe. feel like I should have this right now, but I believe July 4th is going to be the first Yankee Met game in, oh, God, not like this. I have no idea what it is. But the point is the Yankees and Mets are going to play each other this year. And when that happens, that will be May 16th. Okay. So May 16th, I believe, is the first Yankee Met game in the Bronx this year. Get your tickets for that. That will be a show. Because Yankee fans are not going to let them forget. There will be "You sold out" chants. There will be... I don't expect a lot of cheers. I expect a lot of boos. And it is what it is. But it's going to be an electric atmosphere. But it is just going to absolutely hurt to see this exceptional player on the Mets. What are you going to do? We offered him a lot. Wasn't enough. Now he goes off to the Queens. Off to Queens. That's it for now, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you whenever we make our next big move, which hopefully will be soon. Thank you, Juan Soto. God, this sucks.